Ladies and gentlemen, hey, hi, how you doing? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. Warzone has one serious issue that absolutely overshadows pretty much everything else right now. And that's not to say there aren't a significant amount of issues and bugs and glitches going on in Warzone to begin with, but one problem in specific has been ongoing for years now. I have talked about it dozens and dozens of times up until this point. I'll probably continue to talk about it because it seems even as we continue to shine light on this issue and put it at the forefront of our criticisms and everything going on there, it still doesn't get addressed. And quite frankly, I find that to be unacceptable at this point in time. And the issue is, you guessed it, servers. The servers, the connection quality in Warzone is just, to put it frank, abysmal. It is bad. It's disastrous. It is an absolute game ruiner. It completely changes your experience on the game. It limits the potential. It limits how much fun any given player, a pro or a casual, can have. And quite frankly, we are long overdue for some serious server updates in Call of Duty, especially in Warzone here. Like I said, servers impact everything. So you could have fantastic weapons. You could have some fan favorite weapons for Call of Duty, classic ones that have always been iconic. Everyone will be excited to use the Grow again, or the Intervention, or whatever else, right? But if they log on to the game and they're using their favorite weapon build of all time in COD, and they're stuttering and they're hitching, and when they shoot, their bullets don't feel like they're doing damage correctly, or they're just getting fried in one shot even though the enemy says it's shooting 5, like, that's going to limit their amount of fun that they're going to have with that new weapon, and then that's just going to overwhelm them, right? If the new map drops in Warzone, and it's fantastic, it's the best version of Verdansk that we've ever had, or it's a brand new Warzone map that's the best we've ever had, but you're lagging across it, you're on high ping, there's constant packet burst, it doesn't matter if the map is good, because you can't play it how it's intended to be played. So every little aspect of gameplay, big or small, is affected by servers in some capacity. So surely these are a massive priority for Call of Duty, right? It's like the umbrella that everything is under. That doesn't appear to be the case. And so much factors into the servers in COD and why the game feels so inconsistent almost all the time. Like, the only thing consistent about it is that it feels inconsistent. But as mentioned, there's several different elements of the servers that impact gameplay that make Call of Duty feel the way it does in some not so great ways. The negative impacts that the servers have on gameplay can be caused by a bunch of different things, and things that you'll notice in game oftentimes are just one element of what's going on with the servers that are causing that less than ideal experience, right? Like when there's lag comp going on in game, obviously if someone's got a lower ping, the game is naturally going to feel a little bit better for them. So if you're on a higher ping than an enemy player, when you're fighting them and you look at the kill cam and you see that they did this, or on your screen it looked like they did something, and then you feel like you were shown something entirely different, there's a reason behind that. If you were to go ahead and look at two players, let's say they both were streaming, but one was playing with a higher ping than the other, and you get both of their POVs, they might not match up one-to-one with what you're being shown in game because of what's being fed to the server in real time because of the connection differences between the two players. So that's something that's always going to impact online gaming. That's not exclusive to Call of Duty, but I'm just saying better servers wouldn't necessarily hurt, you know, the lag comp situation and everything going on there. I also want to bring up a point that the Tactical Brit actually brought up in one of his videos the other day. He did a phenomenal video on Warzone servers and what exactly is going on with them, and I'll leave a link to that video down in the description below if you want to go and check it out. But he actually ended up bringing up a certain image from the YouTube channel Battle Nonsense, who does a lot of like server testing and really cool tests like that. And the point that he brings up is that the server tick rate on Call of Duty is roughly 20 hertz, and it's been that way for some time. There is a chance for them to run on 60 hertz, and I think there's been tests before, either in beta periods or other scenarios where it's like, hey, it looks like they changed the servers here, or in some cases, I think in the past there's also been like 15 hertz servers or something weird going on there. It seems like the tick rate has always been a little bit off here and there during different times of a Call of Duty launch cycle, but 20 hertz seems to be like the standard stuff, and as mentioned, it's been like that for some time. So this problem isn't just new to Black Ops 6 Warzone, it's just something that's been an issue for a while that has somehow yet to be adjusted. There needs to be upgrades to the tick rate, because when you do have a lower tick rate, the faster a weapon is firing, basically it's going to combine bullets. Long story short, it's going to feel like multiple bullets end up hitting at once when you have a lower tick rate server and a faster RPM weapon. So obviously you throw on rapid fire on a weapon here in Black Ops 6, it has a crazy RPM. Well, because of the server tick rate, it's going to naturally feel like you're just being insta-melted. And this is a scenario that's been brought up a ton so far, specifically in Black Ops 6. I'm not sure why exactly it is so, prominent here this year as opposed to recent years where we've had similar fast firing weapons in the similar trash servers, and it doesn't seem like it's appearing as much. But there are quite literally several instances where I've seen clips of players almost instantaneously dying to weapons that are not instantaneously taking out enemies. You're still landing 5, 6, 7 shots on an enemy to kill them, and it seems like from their POV they're just falling over on the spot. They snap their leg and they're just done for the day. Like, it is such a weird scenario, and like I said, why it's so common right now in BO6 Warzone as opposed to before, I'm not too sure. Might just be another fault of these servers being very, very weird and very wonky, but it's a significant issue that people are experiencing consistently. And by the way, I should mention, if you want to continue to spread the word of these server issues around, you want to get more attention on this, an easy way to do so is simply liking the video. It helps share it around, it helps promote it in the YouTube algorithm so more people can become aware of this and ideally talk about it to eventually get Activision to address it in some capacity. In addition to that, if there is ever any news on server updates, any significant upgrades that are being made, any reference to them or acknowledgement of the issue now, you guys know I'm gonna have you covered with the latest need to know info for Call of Duty, regardless of if it's news, updates, patch notes, meta breakdowns. It's all here on a daily basis, so feel free to hit that subscribe button and join us on the road to 1 million. Anyways, moving on, another thing that I think is worth mentioning in this overall server discussion is the fact that we're all kind of being lied to in a Call of Duty match. And this is actually something the devs have admitted to for some time. Of course, when you are in a gunfight and you lose, what is your only, idea of what just happened there? The instant replay, of course, the kill cams. Except here's the thing. Kill cams in Call of Duty have never been accurate, and the devs have said this for a long time. I think they said a long while back, yeah, kill cams are more so just like there for you to see something, to give you a rough idea of what happened. It is not a one-to-one of what actually took place whatsoever. This is why you'll see situations where in real time it felt like you might have put 5, 6, 7 bullets into an enemy and they put maybe 2 or 3 into you, and then you look into the kill cam and it's like, oh wait, no, it says they hit me 5, 6, 7 times. I can see them shooting, but it just doesn't seem accurate. That's why recoil in kill cams looks really weird. It looks like some players have no recoil in a kill cam, where in real time they might have just been controlling it decent. It's why snaps look crazier in kill cams, because they're actually sped up in certain situations, so every little minor movement looks like it's way snappier, and you might get that confused with aimbot or snapping onto a player in certain situations there. Kill cams are not accurate. They're not a one-to-one, replay of what took place. It's just a rough look of what the server received, then instantly replayed back to you. And so this leads to a lot of basically gaslighting from Call of Duty themselves, saying, hey, you died, here's what happens. Oh wait, except that's not actually what happened. It's close to it, but not one-to-one. And when you have a Twitch shooter that is so fast-paced, so action-packed like Call of Duty, and gunfights like in this game are over so quickly, it leads to a lot of confusion when it feels like what you're seeing in the kill cam is not exactly what's going on in game. So if you don't have that knowledge that we just talked about here, and you just are blindly going in thinking, hey, this kill cam is showing me exactly what just happened, wait, but that doesn't feel right at all, you're going to be questioning what the heck is going on, right? So there is so much factoring into the problems with servers here. How Call of Duty 1 really has never acknowledged this. They put out those patch notes that always say, hey, we put out some stability updates, and they never go in depth on them. They never really address the server tick rate or the hit reg issues, or why it feels like you die in 1 or 2 bullets sometimes when you shouldn't be. It's a crazy situation that 110% is long overdue to be recognized and fully addressed and fixed in some capacity. So hopefully videos like this can continue to put pressure on Call of Duty to make the necessary changes. Once more, if you want to help share it around, drop a like on it. If you want to make sure you're in the know for everything going on in COD, be sure to hit that subscribe button. But that is going to wrap things up for this one. Thank you so much for tuning in. I really do appreciate it. Until next time, take it easy, have an awesome rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. Peace out.